Racism and discrimination have perpetually crippled Black economic opportunities. At several historic moments, the trajectory of racial inequality could have been altered dramatically, but at each juncture, the road chosen did not lead to a just and fair America. The formation of the Republic provided a critical moment when Blacks might have been granted freedom and admitted to full citizenship. The Civil War and the Reconstruction era each offered openings to produce a true democracy thoroughly inclusive of Black Americans. Had the New Deal project and the GI Bill fully included Blacks, the nation would have widened the window of opportunity to achieve an equitable future. Passage of civil rights legislation in the 1960s might have unlocked the door for America to eradicate racism. However, at none of these forks was the path to full justice taken. From Here to Equality is a book primarily about the economic divide between Black and white Americans, how it came to be, and how it can be eliminated. Specifically, we contend a suitably designed program of reparations can close the divide. Black reparations can place America squarely on the path to racial equality. Reparations programs have been used strategically in the United States and throughout the world to provide redress for grievous injustices. These include the U.S. government's provision of reparations for Japanese Americans unjustly incarcerated, interned during World War II, the German government's provision of reparations for victims of the Nazi Holocaust, and the Canadian government's provision of compensation to Indigenous peoples who were removed forcibly from their families and confined to Christian church-run Indian residential schools. Reversing the effects of slavery for newly emancipated human chattel was the goal of several plans put into action during and immediately following the Civil War. One of the country's earliest efforts to dramatically alter Blacks' economic condition was the federal government's post-Civil War plan to give at least 40 acres of abandoned and confiscated land as well as a mule to each formerly enslaved family of 4, or 10 acres per person. While some maintain that this planned payment of land and a work animal to newly freed men and women in the 19th century is a figment of the Black imagination, historical records confirm that the promise of reparations was not a myth. It was inscribed in federal legislation.